Well, Danny Fox, congratulations, an excellent result, 3-0 here against Braga. What was your take on the game?
I felt we'd done really well. I think we stuck to what the gaffer told us to do. Obviously, he's only been at the club for 3 weeks, and he's trying to get his theories and his philosophy across to the boys and to the young lads especially. And I think the first 60 minutes and then the last 30 minutes when we got fresh legs on, I think we played really well against a team that finishes in the top four in the Portuguese top league. So they're playing against top players every year in the Champions League or the Europa League. I think we could have scored more goals. I think we had a few decent chances where we could have maybe been a bit more ruthless, but all in all I think we done really well as a team. We defended well and we attacked well as well.
You say the team stuck exactly to what the manager wanted you to do. What was that?
He's trying to put across that we have to press at the right times and we have to get high up the pitch to nick the ball in certain areas where it's good to attack, because if we win the ball back in our own half, it's a long way to their goal. And I think Benny Osborne worked his socks off like he always does and won the ball back in great areas. Chris Cohen, Tollis up front, Britt, albeit he was playing on the right, but I think he came inside and won the ball back really well. Henry being Henry, just gets in little nice areas where he can cause damage to the opposition. And I feel young Matty Cash done really well, considering he's only 18, and I think he's shown a lot of maturity for somebody so young, playing in a friendly which was a bit feisty and a little bit tasty at times, and I think he done really well.
Yeah, on that subject, there were a couple of tasty challenges from both sides, to be fair, but it did boil over once or twice. I suppose in a way, is that quite nice as a player to have a friendly where it does evoke those sort of emotions that you would get in a normal championship game?
Yeah, definitely. I think it shows a togetherness where maybe we haven't shown that in the past. Maybe, I'm not too sure. I think we've shown it a little bit last season against Fulham away when Henry got smashed by their right back, and I think it shows that we're together as a team and there's a good, albeit whether it be somebody you get on with or a young lad like it was Matty Cash in that situation. It doesn't really matter when we go onto the pitch. It's they're all your teammates and they're all your friends, and you have to do well for each other. And I think we shown that togetherness in that situation. And even Eric got smashed by the right where we stood towards the end of the 60-minute mark when we came off. But it's not. I think it's healthy. I think it's good because you need that competitive edge, because we're going into a tough season. Obviously, some big teams have come down from the Premier League. Some good teams have come up from League One, and there's still obviously that side where there's teams in the Championship, the likes of Brighton, who missed out last season narrowly, and it's going to be the Championship never gets any easier. So to have togetherness, I've gained promotion with Southampton before, and we had some top players who are playing at the highest level at the minute now, but we had a togetherness which I believe that we've got here as well. And if we can add a few additions like the manager speaks about, then I don't see any reason why we can't. I know we say it every year, but we have to put it into practice now. It's all right saying it, but we have to stand up to it now, and we have to show that togetherness, and we have to believe in ourselves a lot more, because we weren't playing against a team full of mugs tonight. We were playing against a team who play against top players every week and against top players in Europe and the Champions League and Europa League. So, albeit a friendly, but I think we can take a lot of positives, but we can still improve. We have to stay focused, and we have to believe in ourselves and continue.
You mentioned Matty Cash there, but it's been quite the experience for a number of young academy players in Portugal, hasn't it, really, because there's been so many of them over here training with you guys day in day out, and then as we saw, a lot of them came on midway through the second half and spurred us on to score 2 more goals.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think it's refreshing. Obviously, I said in the press before that sometimes I'm 30 now, and in training sometimes I want a bit of a laid back day, but the young lads are always on me. So no, it's nice and it's healthy, and I believe it's good for them as well to be around players who've played a lot of games in the Championship or at whatever level, and I think it's good for them. The older lads like me don't let them get away with much, to be honest, but I think it's nice. Obviously Alex came on, he's a Nottingham lad, scored his first goal, and you can see that he was happy with that. Joe Worrell's had the experience of playing first team football last year at Dagenham. Jordan Gabriel's only 17, but He looks about 21, so he's got great potential. Obviously twisty. He can be whatever he wants to be if he applies himself in the right way. And obviously George Grant's been around the first team for a few years, and Ryan, Giggsy, the young lad, Ryan in centre midfield, done well. And obviously Matty, like you say, I said before, shown great maturity in the way he played, and I believe he can be a very good player, definitely.
Back at left back for you after finishing last season at centre back, the back of a very difficult season for yourself. Does it almost feel like those tough times are well in the past now for you?
They are, but they're always in the back of my mind, because at the end of the day it's something that spurs me on, because football's all about opinions. Obviously, hopefully I'm doing the right things to impress the new manager and the staff at the minute. And I believe in myself, and hopefully I can stay fit and I can play my part. Obviously I know that I'm 30 now and I'm not going to play every game, which is fair enough, but I'd like to play as many games as I can. But I believe I'm as fit as I ever have been as well, so hopefully I can stay and I can continue to impress the new staff and go from there.
And you have now 100% proved yourself in the centre-back position, because you performed very well there last year and you've done it before then even, so you do have that versatility, which I suppose when you're dealing with a new manager it's always going to help you out.
Oh yeah, definitely. Obviously we've got a top array of centre-halves at the club. Obviously Mance has got a little niggle at the minute, but Hobbsy's played numerous games in the Championship, and he's a top player. Millsy's done the same, and Tom has come in the last few weeks and he's shown great composure, and he's a top prospect for the future. But I believe that if the manager wants me to play centre half, I'll play there, but I'm a left back at the end of the day, but I'll play anywhere, to be honest. As long as I'm fit, I'll play.
We're in the depths of pre-season now. How's it going? Because it's such an important part of the season for footballers, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's important to stay fit as well, and the gaffers tries to get his point across that it's not all, you don't have to train every training session if you feel little niggles. It's all about the first game of the season, which is Burton at home, and it's about staying fit and maintaining it and being focused and professional in everything you do, whether it be playing or training or even off the pitch. You have to stay focused, and if we can keep that mentality that we've shown tonight, then I think we're in a good place.